Hello, I am drinking my tea at the best place on earth, the coffee overlook table here at Shell Cove. That's the sun doing its thing, coming over the horizon, over the sea, and I sit here every day and drink my tea. It's fucking awesome. So yeah, just having a few thoughts really whilst I'm sitting here, or standing here, about everything that's going on right now. Just everything's fucked to a degree anyway. Not to be as morbid as that, but you know, there's basically there's no certainty right now in terms of jobs and economy, and it's there is no certainty basically. Like certainly when I used to work at different companies, one agency I used to work at, marketing agency, I had to get let go just because of the climate that they were in. Clients coming in, going out the door. It made it impossible for the owner to be able to hold on to certain staff, which is understandable. But when you're employed and that happens to you, then it's not good at all, is it? And then obviously, like, even huge companies, like look at Twitter, look at what Elon Musk, absolute maniac, fascinating character, isn't he? But yeah, laying off 50% of the staff, if not 70% of the staff, by the end of the month, by the sounds of it. There's no certainty, even like in such a huge company like Twitter, that you don't even have a job. So that's why, certainly for the last 5-6 years, if not longer, longer than that, I've never subscribed to the whole 9 to 5 thing anyway. Not to be all rebellious, blah blah blah, but just because I just didn't get it. I didn't understand why I'd just wreck myself for the benefit of someone else. Just made no sense to me. I did it because I had to at the time pay the bills, but I never liked it. I did the job and did it to the best of my ability, of course, because otherwise what's the point? But I still knew I was kind of wasting my time, wasting my energy, where it could have been focused elsewhere. So yeah, even like 6-7 years ago now, I was still, whilst doing the job thing, I was always focusing my energy, my full energy, on other things. So back then I used to do neurofeedback, which is where you put sensors on your head, and this system called NeuroOptimal, it changes your brain waves. I trained in that, had the system, did it myself for ages. It helped me get over a lot of issues, actually, a lot of sleep issues. I had like insane sleep deprivation, and that really helped reduce it dramatically. Anyway, yeah, I used it on myself and also trained to use it, and actually started a little practice where I used to help clients in person, just because I enjoyed it, and I was in control of revenue. And then I did actually did a marketing agency like 5-6 years ago, just running some ads for a few people, again because I wanted to be in full control. That was quite weird. I mean, I had an agency, I only ever had a handful of clients, but they were all like high profile people, like this influencer called Julius Dean, this like magician, who's got millions and millions of followers. I did some marketing for him briefly, and some other, like Alex Reed, this ex MMA guy that then ended up marrying Katie Price. He was a celebrity for a while. Fucking weird. The shit I've been up to, it's insane. Anyway, did the agency again for a reason, because I wanted to be in full control. I didn't want to rely on someone else to dictate how I made money and live my life. Then alongside that, whilst I was still working at agencies, I started some e-commerce stores. Got up to like 8 e-commerce dropshipping stores, actually, into like super neat, like niche areas. Like I had a vegan store, a store that sold bracelets and rings and stuff to people that were into horses. I had a fucking weird ones. Yeah, 8 in total I had at one point, and that is bringing in about 50 grand a month in sales. Made about 10 to 15 grand profit a month, just because the nature of drop shipping, it's a pain in the ass. But again, I wanted to be in full control. It was tough doing it, but what's the alternative? Work really hard on something that you own and have full control of, or work just as hard for someone else for limited pay with no guarantee you'll even have a job by the end of the month or year, whatever. So yeah, and then obviously off the back of that went really well, so I started teaching that process, and then that went really well, and here I am now teaching business in general and how to help people start a business, an online course business. So yeah, it's not about me and my expertise and my path. It's just from my own experience and my own drive to not have to work for someone else, because again, you're helping someone else get rich, and you're, you know, clocking in 9 to 5, just insane hours when you think about it, for what is actually pretty shit pay. Even if you're on like really good pay in comparison to running your own business, it's still never going to be as insane. Like when I used to work at Microsoft, like all the big managers and stuff, you know, we get told they're on like 100 grand a year. And at the time I was like mind blown. It's like, wow, that's insane. I know they've been here for like 10, 15, 20 years. So I understand why they're getting paid so much. 100 grand a year, that's amazing. Now I think that's a joke. I really do. Like, you can do that in a month. I've done that in a month many times, 100 grand. And that's just working for myself, no team, no office. I've got a couple people that are on my team, of course, but I don't have a big company. I don't have offices. You know, I've got awesome people that work for me. It's just insane. And to think back, like, even if I wanted to go down that path of getting to 100 grand a month, I'd have to be at one company for fucking ages, years and years and years and years, constantly going 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, without fail, for years on end, with like, what, 2 weeks holiday a year or something ridiculous, to then maybe earn 100 grand a year. But you still have to do, no, not interested. But yeah, again, even with this climate, even if you had that job, 100 grand a year, look at the execs in Twitter. They were the first ones to go, weren't they? Like, Elon was like, you're so high level, you're not boots on the ground, you're not needed, goodbye, and they were fired. I bet they spent years getting up to that point, and now they're fired. No certainty at all with a job, with anything, really. The only certainty you definitely do have from experience is when you're on full control, you own the business, you own the company. That's it. Then nothing else can dictate it apart from your ability and willingness to keep the company going and growing. That's really it. So yeah, with that aside, it's quite a, you know, obviously you can tell it's quite a passionate subject of mine, because it's very important, isn't it? Yeah, if you didn't catch my previous post, I mean, what I do in my business, what I do in my company is help other people have certainty, bring in revenue consistently, as long as they want, basically. As long as they do the work, obviously. You can't just work with me and expect me to just build everything for you. I'm not going to wipe your ass, but I am going to show you the most efficient way of doing it. That's still a favourite Dan Henry quote of mine. I doubt he's watching, but that will always stick with me because it's so ridiculous, but so true, isn't it? But that's what I do in my business. I give people the tools based off many, many years of experience of building an actual proper business, how to turn what they're amazing at into an online course business that can bring in 5, 10, 15, 20 grand a month, if not more, every single month. And it's, you know, you can match the effort that you're putting with a 9 to 5, but A, you get much more money back. B, you're actually in full control. No one can dictate what you do. You are in full control. And C, there is certainty there. That's, you know, nothing can dictate, nothing can stop your business unless you stop it yourself. And that's the beauty of this business model. It's why I love it so much. It's why I love teaching it. I mean, in my program, launched it 3.5 years ago, I've now had 800 people sign up in total since I launched it August 2019. And it's changed a lot of people's lives, which is fucking awesome. I love it. So yeah, if you didn't catch some of my previous posts, I want to help as many people as possible join that maybe couldn't have joined or can't join currently. So, you know, I don't like to do discounts very often, very rare to be honest, but I thought, fuck it, on Black Friday only. So I've seen people doing like Black Friday deals where it's like, it's live now basically. I'm doing a deal on Black Friday only. So yeah, if you're interested in that, if you've been on the fence about having me in your corner, helping me help you create your own business from scratch that you can be fully proud of, in full control of, this is your chance, really. So yeah, if you're interested and you want to find out the details of what that Black Friday offer is, how much money is off, when you can sign up, then reply sunrise below on this video. I'll reach out, I'll send you a link to a video where you can check out the details of the offer, and then you can join a wait list. So the offer is only open to 20 people. The wait list is already at, I think last check, 40 odd, 45, 50 now. I haven't checked this morning. So you'd have to be quick, basically. You sign up to the wait list, then I'll email out the wait list the second the deal goes live. So it's going to be 5 p.m. next Friday, UK time. I think that's 9 a.m. Pacific time. Google it, basically. 5 p.m. UK time. As soon as it goes live, you want to click the link, get in, grab your space, job done. So yeah, reply summarize to this video. I want to give you the details on that offer, and more importantly, just help you have some certainty in your life. You know, the cost of my program is negligible for that peace of mind that you'll have for the rest of your life, basically. I mean, giving you the tools based off, you know, I've done 1.8 million in just this business alone. I've done, I don't know how much with other businesses in total now. I've done it, I've done the hard part. So I just give you the tools and the path to navigate to make it much, much easier for you to be successful, basically. You still obviously have to do the work, you can't be lazy, but I'm giving you the best opportunity and the support network to make it happen much more efficiently. So reply summarize, I'll send you a link to that Black Friday deal. Otherwise, if you have any questions or you just have any thoughts on what I've covered in this video, whether you agree or not, not that I'd care if you don't agree, but whatever, reply on this video. And yeah, I'm gonna finish my tea, just look at that for a few more minutes and just enjoy this rare sun that we've been having in middle of November here in the UK. It's really nice. It's gonna be quite a nice day. Probably gonna go down to the beach. That's the beach down there. If it's warm enough, I'm gonna just sunbathe. Did that a few days ago. It's fucking awesome. Anyway, have an awesome weekend. Chat to you all very, very soon.